recently you were critical, or actually you said you were critical of some of your fellow Republicans.
Yeah.
You said you deplored knee-jerk criticism of Barack Obama. Gee, I can't see anything without my glasses anymore, sorry. Citing some attacks from the right after his trip to Dover Air Force Base. Were you referring to anyone specific? Because I know Rush Limbaugh had criticized President Obama the day before you made that
Well,
statement.
there were no one in particular. I wasn't criticizing Rush. He's got a bigger megaphone and microphone than I do, and I'm not going to get into a war with him. It wasn't about Rush Limbaugh. It was about the general tenor. I read editorials. I heard people on commentary shows. And even when the president went to Dover and stood there with reverence at the caskets of our American soldiers coming back from Afghanistan, I was grateful for that. You know, I don't have to agree with him on a lot of policy, but Katie, he's the commander-in-chief. He's the president of the United States, and I want to respect him as that president. And I think I can argue with him on policy without dismissing everything he does and questioning its motive. And the reason it made me upset was that during the time that George Bush was in office, there were people who everything the man did, they criticized. He couldn't do a thing. He couldn't even tell a joke that they would think was funny. Well, we can't have it both ways. It's hypocritical for us then to turn around and to question every motive of Barack Obama. I mean, trick-or-treating with the kids at the White House, that was wonderful. I was glad he did that. And there were people who were excoriating him over that. It's ridiculous.
What about bowing before Japan's emperor? You kind of were
I thought that was
excoriating him over that.
I did.
But why?
Well, because I think that as a private citizen, for him to bow and show deference and respect is one thing. But as the President of the United States, it's not appropriate to bow to foreign leaders because he's representing the country. I just think back.
Isn't he just following custom, though? I mean, to me, this whole debate, quite frankly, is exactly what you were saying you deplore. You know, President Bush got vilified because he held hands.
Right.
Remember down in Crawford with Abdullah of Saudi Arabia, and you know, do we really want to waste time? Isn't sometimes a bow just a bow, for crying out loud?
Well, I mean, a slight
it doesn't
courtesy,
seem characteristic of you.
I just thought that deep bow
it.
to the waist to the Japanese emperor was symbolic of saying we're deferring. It's not merely a custom and a greeting.
By the way, do you want to know in a Fox News poll, 53% of Republicans said it is okay to bow when it's customary. What, was it too deep?
No, it was just that the whole picture of the President of the United States in that capacity, bowing, was offensive to me. But you know what?
That seems
I could be wrong.
beneath you to me.
Oh, I don't think so. I think it's just, but I will defend him on other things. For example, I think that his carrying out of his private life has been exemplary. I'm grateful that he's shown us really to be a good husband and a good father, and I've been very complimentary on that.